What's up, YouTube fans? Today we're going to take a look at my Transformers Masterpiece and third-party collection. So I do these videos about every 6 months. You guys seem to really like these videos, so I do them pretty often. But I just give you an update on what's in my collection and kind of how it's going, what I've changed out, what I've gotten rid of. So let's start on the bottom shelf, work our way up to the top. And so we'll start over here with the Dinobots. And so this is the Fans Toys set. This year I was able to take a look at the Gigapower set, but I ultimately landed on keeping these. The Gigapower is just a little big for me, and I just like the style of the Fans Toys. But you've got Swoop, you've got Slag, Grimlock, the very hard to get Sludge, and Snarl. I don't know why Sludge is so hard to get. The other four are easy, but for whatever reason, Sludge is very expensive. Moving on, so we have mini bots. We'll work our way to bigger bots here. So starting off with these are Titan Return. They're not really Masterpiece or even third party. I got the third party version, Mech Ideas, didn't like it, went back and got these. These are actually better than the third party version, but Top Swing and Twin Twist. Those are childhood favorites of mine. You've got Power Glide, that's DX9, and then X-Transbots version of Sea Spray. We will be seeing the Fans Toys version soon. There's the Fans Toys Hound, Willis, and the Fans Toys version of Warpath. And then here we got a bunch of Takaras. So we got the Takara, Blue Streak, Prowl, and their mold mate Smokescreen with his smoke back there. And then you got Trax down here. Next we have mold mates Ironhide and Ratchet. And next we got Grapple with his mold mate Inferno. Still good molds today. Here we got the Transform Element version. He does have a light up gun and he's got this effect part. I did a review on that effect parts there, but still really love this Optimus, still my favorite. And then he's got the black version, which is the TO1B. And then we got the roller from the MP10, which is down here, hiding my switches, which are back here. I got switches for the lights there. Moving on, we have fairly new edition. So this is my X-Transbots version of Trailbreaker and Hoist. Really good looking vehicle mode on this one. We'll see how the robots turn out for the Fans Toys. Next we have Sunstreaker with Chip and Sideswipe, one of the first ones. Now I got the plus versions here, so you're going to see a bunch of plus versions. Here is Wheeljack, plus version with his regular. I couldn't get rid of this guy. I liked the vehicle mode so much I had to keep both. Here is the Make Toys version of Jazz. Next to Red Alert, another mold mate with Sideswipe. There is the Transform Element version of Mirage. Next to the Fans Toys version of Dune Rider. Or I guess Dune Runner is his third party name. This guy's name is Beachcomber in the cartoon. Here we have X-Transbots version of Skids with Fans Toys version of Brawn. Really good looking robot. X-Transbots version of Cosmos. And this is probably not going to stay in my collection, but it's here because it's the only one I have of Huffer. It's the Final Victory version, not the best version. Here is the Takara Tomy Bumblebee with the X-Transbots version of Cliff Jumper. I really like the car mode on that one a lot. That's one of the reasons I got that. Here is the Fans Toys version of Skyfire or Jetfire, whatever you want to call him. This is the metallic version, so the X version. It's got the metallic paint. Probably hard to see on the camera here, but he's a little bit shinier. The white and the red is painted on that guy. And then here we have Fans Toys Aerial Bots. Oh, what are all their names? Silverbolt and Firefly and I'm going to test me. I know his name is Goose, but I forgot his Firefly and Slingshot. Firebolt, something like that. Anyway, they look good together. And we'll work our way up to this shelf. Now we have the, believe it or not, the Hasbro Earthrise version of Skylynx. I wasn't a big fan of the MMC one. I just thought it had a lot of loose pieces to it. This one's really impressive. And I got a second version of that, so it's better now. This is the DX9 version of Omega Supreme. He looks really good. He does light up here. Oh, there it is. And he lights up here too, I believe. Yeah. Well, that one's pretty weak, but there you go. Really like this guy. I'll probably never get rid of this one. Alright, and then moving on to the Decepticon shelf. Here we have poor old Run Amok without his brother. Brother's coming soon. It's on December 1st, which is 2 days from the time I'm filming this. So I will have Runabout right there. Here we have the Fans Toys version of the Astro Train, which they call Thomas. Really cool robot. I really like him. And here we have a mix. These are X-Transbots version of the Stunticons. These two here. Drag Strip and Dead End next to Wild Rider and Breakdown. These two are Fans Toys. These two are X-Transbots. I'm waiting for these two. They're probably going to replace those two. And then back here you've got the Fans Toys version of Motormaster. Just one of the best in my entire collection. Really cool transformation. Here is the Takara Tomy Soundwave with his tape, Laserbeak. I moved the other tapes because I got this guy. I really like this guy, the way he looks. This is the stealth version of the MMC Jaguar. Their version of Ravage, which looks really good. Here's a little mini camera reflector. And then back here we've got the Takara Tomy version of Megatron. Really good looking. He does make sounds on his gun. And here we have the Takara Tomy Shockwave. He does light up. This is the darker version, so the repainted version. A little more expensive, but I like the look of this a little bit better. He's fully painted all the way down. Here is the MMC version of Onslaught, and you'll see why he's by himself here in just a minute. And here we have the triplicates. So we've got the Fans Toys version of Reflector back there on the stands, and we've got the Bad Cube, my only Bad Cube in my entire collection, Bad Cube Insecticons. I really like these guys, but I'd love to pick up the Fans Toys. They're just really expensive, and I don't care about the characters enough to pay that kind of money. If they reissue it, I might get it, but otherwise I'll stick with these. And here we have the big boy himself. This is the Toy World version of Devastator. His eyes do light up, but it's a little bit dark. Need to put maybe new batteries in there. Really good looking. This is the X version, perfect version, whatever they want to call it. And then here is why I don't have the other Combaticons with Onslaught, because they're waiting to be combined. So this is the Zeta version of Onslaught. And we got a set coming to combine these together. You'll see a cool video on that in a couple weeks, hopefully. All right, moving on to Season 2 shelf, or I guess Season 2/Season 3. Here we've got the Hasbro Earthrise version of the Quintesson with the Judge, or I guess the Bailiff, whatever you want to call it. The Alicons. They look really good. I really like these guys. Even though they're cheap little $20 figures, they really look nice. Here are the movie figures. So we've got movie Megatron. These are all Fans Toys up here. So we've got movie Megatron. We've got the Cyclonus figure, both from Fans Toys. And then we have their version of Six Shot. I will be getting a version of Scourge to put right there, but he's not going to fit in as well. He's a little bit shorter. This is kind of a one-off. It doesn't really fit with the rest of my collection, but I love Jetfire so much I had to get a repaint, a a G1 toy repaint of Jetfire. So I really love this figure. This was done by Sean Love, just an amazing, amazing job. And then these parts were added from New Supply. You can actually buy those if you want them. Same with these blast effects and the booster effects. Those are all purchased from New Supply. And then here we have the movie bots from mostly Fans Toys, except for this one here is Takara Tomy Ultra Magnus. We got the Fans Toys version of RC. Fans Toys version of Springer back there. This is the Takara Tomy version of Spike in his exosuit, which comes with Bumblebee. Up here we have a custom. This is a DX9 Carry Rodimus Prime, which has been converted and painted. The faceplate has been changed out. The chest has been painted. The legs have been painted. The hands have been painted. It's all made to look more like a G1 Rodimus Prime. Until we get a proper one, that's my Rodimus Prime. Here we have Wreck-Gar. This is from Keats KFC. Not my favorite company, but this is a pretty good version of Wreck-Gar. The only version we have, actually. Here's the Fans Toys Blur. Really like this one. The transformation sucks, but the robot and vehicle mode look amazing. He comes with his little Target Master. I forget all these Target Master names, so I'm not going to bother with them. Here's the Fans Toys Cup. Really good looking. Love that figure. Great transformation. And then here's the Fans Toys Hot Rod. A lot of controversy on this guy because of the issues he had, but he still looks really good. And he also has his Target Master. So that's really it for this shelf. I'll just show you these artwork I have over here. This is from Defending Our Myths and Heroes, which is Bobby Skullface's store on Facebook. If you're interested, you can buy all sorts of stuff with his images on them. These are posters, but you can buy blankets, you can buy coasters, you can buy whatever you want. But pretty cool drawings right there. All right, now we'll take you over to the, I guess, display stuff. This is not really Transformers toys, but we got the cards here. So these are this is an all Fans Toys set of collector cards. I've run out of room. I don't have any more room. There's actually a few missing because I couldn't fit them in the display. So I'll have to get a new one of these card displays. And then here's the Takara Tomy versions. And it goes all the way down. And again, I've run out of room. So to make any more, I'm probably not going to be able to fit it. And then last but not least, well, let's see, I'll show you this too. Here's my box collection. I just thought they looked cool, so I decided to stack them up like this. So I've got all of the Carbots, and then the bigger ones, and then down here is like really big boxes. And here are all the Fans Toys boxes. They have some really nice artwork on these boxes. So I tend to put those on display. And then here we have a kind of a one-off shelf. This is a Bandai shelf. So you got the Solo Chogokin Voltron. You've got the Bandai Gundam Universe figures, which are probably not going to stay in my collection. We'll see. I'm getting that Gundam Unleashed, you know, the perfect grade, so we'll see how those compare. But my guess is I'm going to want to get rid of these once I get that. They just look a little small. The shelf space I have here, so if Bobby was critiquing this, by the way, you know, Bobby Skullface just is doing a video very soon on displays, and you know, I talk to him quite often, probably every week. And if I were to send this to him, he would say, "These figures do not fill the space. Look at all this empty space." And they just don't look good. They're hard to display because I've got 6-inch figures mixed up with, you know, 12-inch figures. So it doesn't make any sense. So I'll have to find another space for these guys. And then back here, I just got kind of a random, no really place to put them, Iron Trans version of Star Saber. It doesn't fit in with the G1, but he looks kind of Gundam-esque, so I figured I'd put him here. So that's really it for the collection. I'm getting some more things to add to the collection soon. So I'll do this every 6 months. I'll give you another update so you can see what's changed. But that's really it. I'm really happy to be able to share all this with you guys on YouTube. It's great to have all these subscribers and people who comment and like and share my videos. It's been a good, fun year. We will do a year in review, the best and worst of 2020. It's been a rough year, But we've gotten a lot of Transformers, at least from Fans Toys. We've gotten a lot of Transformers, but also a few other reissues and repaints from some other companies. So we'll take a look at all that. We've got a lot from Hasbro. We'll take a look at that as well. But that's really it for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.